protests against anything I found morally reprehensible, which mostly revolve around people wearing Crocs with socks in public. After I have daughters, I feel less than the one who has thus gone and more like the one who has thus gone insane. And nothing can make me feel more than this than brushing my daughter's hair. Like Ron DeSantis, I too blame it all on Disney. My daughter watched Tangled and she decided that she wanted to have long hair like Rapunzel. Sure. Swinging with your hair out of a tower is cool. But she purposefully ignored the verse where the princess explains what it takes to keep up with that hair. And then I brush and brush and brush and brush my hair. So every morning, I step into what is known as the hair brushing vortex. And the vortex eats away all the time-saving schemes you have engineered to get to school on time. So I brush and brush and brush and brush my daughter's hair. I pick her up from her crib, I change her into her clothes, I take her to the kitchen so she can have breakfast. And when she's done, I let her go outside to play. And I finish her lunch with snacks free of the top 8 allergens. And then I engage in the hairbrushing battle. A couple of days ago, it took me more than 60 minutes to chase her and brush her hair, sometimes simultaneously. So I had to pick her up, take her to her room, nurture her, soothe her, calmly let her know that it was going to be okay. And on the outside, I look calm, but in the inside, I'm frustrated. I'm frustrated because this routine is becoming more and more complicated. People are out there cleaning the ocean of plastic pollution. Some warn us of the effects of social media on mental health. Others are reporting on the impending doom of Zuckerberg and Musk cage fight. And I'm in my daughter's room, losing my mind, with a pink Disney brush in one hand and a rosemary-scented detangling spray in the other. I finally managed to get her out the door, just in time to be late again. And my wife calls me so we can have our "what was that" call of the day. And we agree, we cannot keep going like this. So we decide on the strategy for the next day. She's not coming out of the room until we brush her hair. The next day is here, and we prepare and brace herself for a short but intense protest. There's no way my daughter is not brushing her hair if it's the only thing in the way of her getting her paleo blueberry waffles with cashew butter and raspberry chia jam. But I didn't anticipate my daughter having as much will as she does. She didn't care about breakfast if it meant torture. And of course, torture is me gently brushing her hair, but that's not how she sees it. Eventually, she gives in and lets us brush her hair. And we get to school late again. And this time it took 45 minutes. And sure, 45 minutes is better than 60 minutes, but the 15 minutes came at a cost. It didn't feel right that I did this. It felt like I had committed a crime outlawed by the Geneva Convention. But we were at our wits' end. We didn't know what to do. And then I thought of a lesson that parents learn early on. Bribe. Bribe your kid into doing the right thing before you go totally bonkers. And I had just the thing for my daughter. When she called me the next day, "Dada!" I ran to where I had hidden my weapon. I brought it out into her room, and when she locked eyes with me, I showed her what I had in my hand. A cup of blueberry mush. Mush is a cup of overnight oats with enough coconut sugar to teach all lab rats new tricks. Now, typically we don't like giving her sugary treats to start the day, but desperate times call for overpriced snacks. And it worked. My daughter let me brush her hair while she held the cup in her hands, because now she had a concrete reward for what I was doing. We walk her out to the kitchen. I opened the mouche, and under the lid it said, "Success is not final. Thank you for the wisdom, cup of overpriced oats." I mean overnight oats. But the oats were right. Success is not final. But now I knew that if I needed to brush my daughter's hair, all I need is a pink brush, detangling spray, and a cup of sugary bread.